everybody, I'm Payne from MQ and today we're going to talk wheel maintenance. Today I'm going to be using this Vans custom skate made at MQ to show you how to clean your wheels, how to change your wheels when you go from one surface, for instance a hard surface or outside surface, to an inside space. And then also how to change your bearings without using a tool, because a lot of us don't have the fancy little bearing tool that we need to change these bearings out. So a lot of people will have a bit of an issue from skating outside to then skating inside because of the dirt that kind of sticks to their wheels. So I'm just going to show you how to fix that. To clean my wheels when I come from the outside to the inside, I will use something like this, like a Tempo, a wet wipe, any sort of towel with cleaning abilities will do perfect to clean your wheels out. I try not to be too wasteful, so I will use one wet towel per skate. So that means I'm going to clean all 4 of my wheels with this one wet towel. Your hands will get dirty, so please just use some soap and running water to clean your hands afterwards. You can hold your skate however you want to, whatever is more comfortable for you. And then what we really want to do is we just want to place the wet towel on one side of the wheel and start turning your wheel. If your wheel has grooves, which this one does not, you actually want to get into those little grooves, so it might take a few rotations to clean your wheel properly. When you're doing this, please be sure to not touch your bearings too much with the wet towel, as this can kind of cause a bit of a rust inside of your bearings if you're not going to clean your bearings when you change your wheels out. Now, let's move on to changing our wheels from outside wheels to inside wheels. For this, I'm going to use a Y3 tool to change my wheels, and then also I will use the axle of my skate to show you how to remove your bearings from your wheels and switch them into another pair of wheels. And we're actually going to be using our little wheel nut thingy. I don't really know what it's called, but I'm going to call it a wheel nut thingy. So we want to loosen it. The mnemonic device righty tighty, lefty loosey is a very good one to use. If you don't know what the word mnemonic means, go look it up. All right, here we go. We're loosening up our wheels all the way. I usually prefer to loosen all my wheels up for efficiency's sake, because at this moment I'm fumbling a little bit with the nut. So then I might get a bit frustrated because it's not really working out the way I want it to work. So I'm just going to do what I usually do and loosen all the nuts first, and then I'll start changing my wheels out. So next, what I want to talk about is how to actually change your bearings from one wheel to another set of wheels. If you buy a set of wheels, they don't come with a set of bearings, which really doesn't make sense, because how are you going to use your wheels if you don't have bearings? So this is an easy way to switch your bearings out without having that specialized tool. We're going to be using the axle of our boot, of our plate. So this is our plate, which then holds the wheels, and then this is our axle of the truck. So you don't really need to know all of these wordings or all of these phrases. It's just so that you know what I'm talking about. So as you can see, our bearings there in the middle, and it might look like it's a little bit tough to figure out, but we're going to place it at the tip of the axle. If you guys can see there, just the tip. And then we're going to start twisting. Twist it up. So now this bearing is struggling a little bit, so it's not just coming up with the first one. So as you can see, I turn the wheel and then twist, turn, twist, turn, twist, turn. So I'm going to do the same with the inside bearing. Each wheel has 2 bearings, by the way. All right, there we go. So now both of my bearings are out and my wheel is bearingless. So I'll put this to the side. And then I want to change into my trick wheels. Now I'm going to show you how to put your bearings into another set of wheels. So if this is your wheel that you have, as you guys can see, my trick wheel is a little bit dirty since I don't usually clean them. I'm just going to take with my fingers, I'm going to put it into the little slot, the bearing slot, and I'm going to pop. So there we go. We pop and you can hear the click. You kind of have to wait for that click. And the inside bearing, pop it like it's hot. All right, so now that the bearings are in, I'm going to try and see if the bearings are actually fitted inside of that slot. So it's really easy to do. You pop them on the axle, you put your nut on, and then you tighten it all the way. So your bearings might creak a little bit. There we go. So that creak is actually a good sign, because it means that the bearings are going deeper into the housing within the wheel. now if I spin my wheel, it cannot spin. It's too tight. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to crank it a halfway looser, and then I'm going to spin it. So if you can see, my wheel didn't stop by itself. It kind of stopped. It looked like it was forced stop. So I want to loosen my nut a little bit more just to make sure that there's a bit more space and that my wheel can spin freely. Okay, so it's still doing it and the wheel is quite loose. So that might mean that my bearings are a bit dirty or not really the best bearings anymore. So check out our video about cleaning your bearings and bearing maintenance. Let me put on the rest of the wheels. Okay, so changing wheels definitely become faster with practice, like with anything in roller skating. If you practice it, you will become better at it. So there are no excuses. The more you change your wheels, the better you'll get at it. Okay, spin test. Perfect. Another one. Oh, not perfect. Oh, that was a good sound. Okay, and my last wheel. Okay, it's not tight enough. Good, perfect. All right, everybody, as you can see, I switched my wheels up from the outdoor pink wheels to these beautiful Moxie trick wheels. So now I'm going to take my skates to the skate park and I'm going to do some tricks. Please comment below if you want to see any other videos or any specific content and give us a like. Happy skating!